and today we are going to be looking into some more functionalities of lists in Python. So let's just take one example list here, ARR. It has four elements, 5, 8, 2, and 6, all of which are integer types. Let's just spread out the list here. 5, 8, 2, and 6. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is index modification. By that we mean we can modify any value at any index just by using this syntax. So we have the array over here, and we want to modify the value at index 1, which is going to be 8 over here, and we're going to be setting the new value to be 7. We can also use the negative indexing that we saw in the last video, just like that. So -1, we can set this to 9, which means that would update the 6 to 9 over here. Now let's print out the list after this modification. So as you can see, it was 8 before, and now we have 7 at index 1. And now that other index is -1, which is 6 over here, which got modified into 9. Now let's look into repeating list. To repeat a list, you can just multiply it by any integer value. So let's just take example 2 here. So the array, which was 5729, just got repeated twice. We can also do it for 3 times. We can also do it 4 times, or however many times we want. Now let's look into how we can add multiple lists over here. So I have defined three lists over here: 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one would be 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other one is, and the last one is 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's just spread out the sum of the first two lists. So by summing the lists, we can only use this operator to add two lists, and the result is going to look like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 from L1, 5, 6, 7, 8 from L2. So all of those elements got stacked together, creating a final resultant single list. So L1 had four elements, L2 had four elements, and now this resultant list, it has eight elements. Now let's try to add three lists over here as well. As you can see, the second output, which is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, from L1, 5, 6, 7, 8 from L2, and 9, 10, 11, 12 from L3. Now let's take another list as example. Uh, we have ARR underscore 2 over here. Now we're going to be looking at slicing. So these are very important topics that you will be using in a lot of your codes in Python. So let's look at how we can slice. So by slicing, we mean that we can extract a subset from the array. So there's going to be different cases with slicing. So let's just begin with the first case, which is starting from a particular index until the end of the list. By that means, we can have values from 3 until 12. We can have values from 9 until 12. We can have values from 10 until 12. So to do that, you just have to type the ARR, the list that you're going to be slicing, enter square brackets, and after that you want to add this index over here where you want to start slicing from. I want to slice from 3 to 12, the 3 to 12 values. So the index of 3 is going to be 2 over here, and I'm going to type colon over here, and after colon I'm writing nothing. That means that I am slicing until the end of the list. So let's just print it out. So as you can see, it started from 3 and ended at 12. Now the next case would be from one index to other index, which means starting from 3 or starting from 2 or wherever, and ending at any other value than the end. So let's just take 3 until 12. For 3 is at position 2, index 2, and 11 should be at index 6. So remember, it's a zero based index, so uh, 2 to 6. Uh, yeah, my bad. We were supposed to be looking at error underscore 2. Yeah. So we started from the second index, which is 3, and we ended at the fifth index. So whatever you write after the colon is going to be excluded, and a slicing is going to be done just before that particular index. So it's going to contain indices 2, 3, 4, and 5, not 6. 6 is exclusive, 2 is inclusive. Now we're going to look into how we can slice from start until index 1. So let's go to column 3. Yeah, so that means we're taking the first three elements. Yeah, if you have a sorted list and you want to say take out the first three elements, which would be the least three elements, then you could just use this to fetch the three elements from the top. Now let's look into how you can use it with negative indices. So ARR underscore 2, this also works with negative indices. So I want to start from say negative 3, which that means I want to start from the last element, from the last third element until the last element. And the last, as I said before, this one is exclusive, and the slicing is going to be done from negative 3 until negative 1 minus 1, which is going to be negative 2. So we have the third element from last, and we have the second element from last over here. Now let's look into how we can do slicing with steps. So that means that we can take values from say the second index until the seventh index. That's going to include indices from 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we can also add another colon over here, and after that we can type in the step. By step we mean we will be skipping two values. We will be skipping two values between each value that we will be displaying here. So now let's compare it with the original list. So as you can see, the first index uh, 2, we have 3, and after two numbers we have 9. So which is what we have here, the next element. And again after two steps we have 11, which is what we have over here. So we are taking two steps like that, and we're taking the all the values within the given range. Now let's try to do this with three steps over here. So we started from 3, took more steps over here. So like from 3, we yeah, we started from 3 over here. We took 3 steps and we landed at 10. And then again we took 3 steps and oh, we are out of range. So that's what we have, 3 and 10. Those are the only possible steps over here. We can also do like reverse indexing. Like we can also reverse the list using the step. So as you can see, we have colon, colon, negative 1. So that means if we have for the first colon, the left one is going to be the start index, the right one is going to be the stop index. So we have not specified either, which means it's going to start from the very beginning and end at the very end. And we will be running backwards. So this basically defines how the list is going to be oriented. So as you can see, the original list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now it is reversed. We can also change this negative 1 to negative 2 over here. That means that we will be skipping two elements while reversing the list. So as you can see, we started from 2, then we get 4, then we have 10, and then we have 12. So that is how you use steps with list slicing. Thank you.